Hey y'all. Uh, for my project, I decided to visit my neighborhood garden center, Leitner's. I live just a few blocks away, so it's been a pretty frequent stop for me the past few summers. Their inside of their garden center is just filled with tools, seeds, soil, pesticides, and even a few pieces of literature. They've got basically everything a gardener would want or need, from ceramic pots to soil pH indicators, mulch, even tons of organic fertilizer. Almost anything you want can be found in there, which is surprising since it's not that huge of a room. I did go there pretty early in the year, so the plant selection was limited, but I was told that in the next 2 or even 3 weeks they would have a ton of the usual selections, and the place would pretty much be packed. They had a few herbs, vegetables, and just one fruit, and that was strawberries, or Fragaria anaasa, cultivar honeoii. The strawberries are part of the giant Rosaceae family, which has apples and just a ton of other edibles. It's really one of the most recognized families in the edible community. Leitner's also had a ton of veggies and herbs. You'll see some of those later in the video. I chose one from the family Chenopodaceae, and that was the charred Swiss, or Beta vulgaris, and the cultivar on that was Bright Lights. This had some awesome color, and I thought it would look great in a garden, even if you weren't going to eat it later on. Just had so much pop to it. The labels on everything they had were extremely helpful. A few plants just had a simple price tag, but most had a unique plant identifier. This included information on the amount of sunlight needed, watering needs, bloom and harvest time, and some even had a brief description of the plant. They did have a few organic transplant that were super easy to find. At the moment, if the organic was available, it was the only option for that particular species. The staff was super helpful and gave me some great information on how to get these plants started and things to look out for down the road. I actually knew two of their employees personally, so it was nice catching up with them. I feel really confident that based on what they told me about my plants, that I could have great success with them. I included a few photos of plants that I had gotten from Leitner's in the past to show how well they're holding up in my backyard. They also have a landscape product center just a few blocks down from the garden center. The manager, Chuck, is a very nice guy and always ready to offer advice or just get into some small talk with about your garden, landscaping, or whatever you'd like to talk about. The service there is quick and efficient. They've got a great selection of mulch, dresser rock, gravel, and soils. They even have some very attractive stones. For me, it's as easy as pulling my truck up and having them use the bobcat to fill the bed up with a yard of mulch, sand, rocks, or whatever it is I'm getting that day. Some days I just need a few gallons, so I can bring a bucket and the shovel will be there waiting for me. They do deliveries 7 days a week, but it's much cheaper during the weekdays. The prices are fair, and I have never had a problem with anything I've gotten from there. All in all, it's a great place to have so close to home, and I hope all of you can come down to the West End and visit them sometime soon. Thanks for watching.